Alright, so what we're going to be doing today, now that hopefully my mic's working correct, is taking these load resistors, 4 of them, for the headlight and turn signal, installing those. We'll probably install them somewhere here. We'll probably have to have some wire to extend it, but we'll get all this taken out and get our wires, everything kind of mocked up and ready to go, and then we'll be set for installing our load resistors. So we'll be back when we get to that part. I just gotta find the right size for these store heads. So usually easier to just go like this. That one. We'll put our oil back on there so it's out the way. Hopefully this mic is picking up like it needs to. So there's that. We got the two. We got the two right here up front. We usually set this on auto so it don't strip them out. See, it don't even want to do it. There, put it on one. Put on Hercules. What I do, I'll put them right there in that little tray on the radiator. And then we got them extensions, which we shouldn't need but this one big one. That ain't gonna work. We gotta go get a bigger one. So we gotta get a 1/2 inch instead of a 3/8 drive extension. So I'll be right back. So we didn't have one long 1/2 inch extension, so I put two of the 4, 5, 6 inch, whatever the heck they are, to get in here, to get in there. But it is a T30. So let me grab out my toolbox right here, a T30 real quick. Alright, since that didn't work with the 1/2 inch, the 3/8 ratchet, I got a 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter to go on my T30 1/4 inch star head bit, which will make it where I could go right here like this, pry down a little bit right there, like so, and then once you feel it pop in like that, you just loosen her up. What I like to do is take it like so. Once I got it nice and loose enough, I'll pull this off. Once I got that off, I just spin it like by hand like that. Push down and pop that out away. And then usually like that, that'll fall out straight out the bottom. Put it up there with your other ones. And that'll pop right out like so. And you can just kind of gotta work it out past the bumper, which is usually the worst part. Stand on that side. Once you get her past that, it should, like so, pop right up out of there. Okay, so here's our headlight. Here's our turn signal light. Both of these need to be wired for these. What we're going to do is pull this apart first. Pull this out. Usually that there. It's supposed to come apart, but I'm not squeezing out with my fingers to try and get it. Of course, there's my LEDs. So these are supposed to sit in here vertically. If you could get them to go in like that, turn. Now, whenever they're sitting in there behind the housing, it's vertical for best light. We'll set that out of the way because we don't need that. We need this wiring that's under this loom, and we need this wiring that's under this loom. So, we'll put some tape off here like this. So we open the loom. Should be close. Yeah. You can find the opening in the loom right there. And so we wire it like that. Take a splice into it. And I'll just set that away. And when my turn signals, same concept. Pop that out off that way. We wire out so you can see your ground power, all of that. Okay. Now we'll be back once we got that installed. Okay. Alright. Now let's figure this piece out. Get that out of the way. So this is my turn signal. I'll clip that in so we know if it's got power. Let me go check. Okay, so you see how it flashes like it's a freaking emergency light? Too much, drawing too much. So what I'm gonna do, ignore the fact that this is speaker wire, but it's 12 gauge, so it's nice and thick. That ought to be more than enough. But it's two pieces. Put that right there. Alright, let's get started putting this bad boy back together. Now, let's see. We had our 3/8 from earlier. Putting it back together, I usually just do it all by hand to start with. Or you can find where it needs to go and not strip nothing out. Make sure it's going in right. Let's see. It starts to tighten up a little bit, which is normal because these old clips like this, they're not worth a crap no how. I filled them up with oil last time and they still don't work. I like to get them started like that first. Keep this loose. The way you got room to get to this one down here, which is going to be right back. This one's the aggravating one, but it's doable with the right mindset. There you go. And you just thread that one in. I'll usually tighten this one up first. That way it's out of the way. Done and over with. This is the one that will fight you the most. Pull that out. You'll never see that anyhow. Alright, let me see this. Go hit turn the lights on so I can show the difference between the two. Turn them all the way on like I just did. Let me turn this off on my head. Okay, see how this side the glow beams are on, fog lights, and the marker light ain't coming on. Hit the right side turn signal. You got the keys. Turn the key on and hit the right side turn signal. I'm gonna show you. It'll look like a emergency vehicle the way it flashes. Can you hear my box? Keep it on. I'm sure you can hear that. Okay, now do the left side. See how much better that looks. Let's back up. Okay, turn it off. Now you got your marker light. The turn signal's working. Now go to the high beams. And then my high beam, it doesn't flicker in between. I turn the high beam off. So now I just got to put my turn them back off. I'll turn them all the way off. All right. So now I just got to put my load resistors in on this side. But since I've pretty much showed you, how to take this out. Basically, what to look for when you're in here. Your marker light on the 3rd gen RAM is going to have a green and white wire and a black wire on the turn signal side. It'll be like in an orange housing. You're going to want to run your circuit parallel, meaning your load resistor is going to go to the green and white on one side, and then it's going to come out the other side and go back into your black ground wire. And then for this, they flickered in between low beam and high beam. So the way this is set up now is basically the same concept. It don't matter if it's a low beam or high beam wire. I went with the blue and white wire on the headlight wiring on the truck harness, not the housing harness. They go from the blue and white to the black with your load resistor. Plug everything back in, and that's the result. All of it starts to work. So now we're going to do the same on that side, and we'll show you the finished result when we get to it. Alright, so we got the driver side put back together, and now we're going to put back the passenger side here. This one I'm not really worrying about securing the resistors anywhere, because where they're going to be sitting in here, they will be nothing around them but metal, so I'm not worried about anything catching on fire. If it does, YOLO, you only live once. I'm not stressing about it. You see, it'll sit right there on that metal. Not worried about that. And then that one I know sitting under the bumper on the metal. They'll stay cool. 70 mile an hour going down the road. So that's good enough. So what you want to do here, if I can get it to work right there, put that in, keep all that down there, get the loom back out the way. This, you want to make sure it's lined up to not do that, like that, turn straight. Okay, so once that's done, you just pop it right back in. So that's it. We got sensing corners, bolts here, down here, bolts up and down a little bit, so, and just wait a little bit, and it'll fall right into place. And tighten it, we grab the rest of it, we'll tighten it down, put this one, time for a new ratchet, pull it down, okay, leave it here, start my hand, once that's on, just makes it a little bit easier. Do the lights real quick so we can show the finished part. Okay, so that's low beam. High beams. High. I did a turn signal left. All right, hazards. Hazards. There we go. All right, that's good. They're all working now. They're recording? Yep. All right. Oh, yeah. So we're good now. We got the load resistors installed. Turn signals are working normal now. High beams, low beams. All right. Let's take it down around the neighborhood. All right, you can see my headlights up here. They're low beams now, high beams. There's no more flickering in between the two. They're pretty good. So, let's see. Got some music. Turn the heat on. Cold. Turn signal. Front and back working perfectly. Definitely visible with them LED switchbacks. They show plenty of what they need to do. So, let's see how these headlights do when we get back here. A little darker areas. It's not completely dark out yet. It's only 5:44. But I think they're gonna work just fine. Turn signal. Perfect. Nice and bright. Turn the high beams on. You can see way down there. There's no more hesitation. I should sling it in a circle right here. We don't look somebody, make somebody mad. We still got a little bit of scrub. Gotta get that fixed. Sounds so good. Dang, should have turned right there. Gotta get on something good to watch. Hopefully my mic will pick it up when I do. High beams, they're working so good. Turn around right here so I could get down on it. Yeah, we scrub them. Well, she's doing pretty good. Have a little bit of fun here and there. Got everything done on it that needed to be done. The turn signals are working now. They're not hyper flashing. They're not looking like an emergency vehicle. They're just nice, bright amber switchback turn signals. And by switchback, they turn signal when they turn, and when they cut off, they fall right back into a parking lamp. Now my headlights, they're no longer flickering in between the two, but that's all there is for that. We're going to head back to the house. If you like seeing content like this, like, follow, and subscribe, comment, everything. There'll be plenty more coming.